Well, hello everybody and welcome to Jeff's baking blog. Now today I'm going to be making a Madeira cake, but this is a slightly different Madeira cake because I'm going to put some glace cherries in it, and I'm going to use almond extract as the flavour rather than lemon, because almonds go very well with cherries basically. So it's quite a simple recipe. And you have to start off by preheating your oven to 170 Celsius, that's 150 Celsius with a fan, 325 Fahrenheit, and then you want to grease and line a 2-pound or 900 gram loaf tin. And for the ingredients we have 240 grams of softened butter. Now that's actually in American terms, I think that's 1 cup plus a tablespoon. We have 210 grams of self-raising flour and 90 grams of plain flour. So 210 grams would be just about 7/8 of a cup, and the 90 grams would be just about 3/4 of a cup of flour. We have 3 large eggs, that would be extra large in the USA. I have 1 cup or 200 grams of caster sugar, and I have 150 grams of Morello glacé cherries, which I've washed and dried and then cut in half. I have a little bit of flour to mix with those before I put them into the batter. I have 4 teaspoons of milk and 1 teaspoon of almond extract. So the first thing I'm going to do is to cream the butter and the sugar together. So we'll put the sugar into a large bowl. Now you can do this by hand or you can do it in a stand mixer. I'm going to use a hand mixer basically. So we'll just cream this until it's nice and fluffy. So that's nice and fluffy. I'm actually just going to scrape that a little bit into the middle of the bowl, because now I'm going to add the eggs one at a time. And with each egg I'm going to add a little bit of the flour. That actually helps to stop the mixture from curdling. If it does curdle, it doesn't matter, because it will all come together once all the flour goes in. So I'll just put a little bit of flour in and try to add just 1 egg. And we'll do this with the other 2 eggs as well. Right, so that's the eggs mixed in. And what I'm going to do, I've stirred the plain flour and the self-raising flour together, and I'm going to put that in. But first of all I'm going to put the milk and the almond extract in. Just give that a little whisk. And I'm going to stir the flour in on a slow speed and maybe finish it off with the spatula. We don't want to overmix this at this stage, we just want to get the flour combined. So basically that's our batter mixed, but of course the cherries have to go in. So what I'm going to do is to sprinkle over some flour on the cherries and then just toss them around a little bit. I want to get them coated in flour. This is to help the cherries stay floating rather than all sinking to the bottom. Some will sink, it's natural. So with that, I'm then going to just put those into the mixture, and I'm going to fold them in, try to get them nicely distributed if I can. And then I'm going to put that into our loaf tin. And then I'm going to level that off as best I can. I'm going to put it into the oven and bake it for an hour. So that can go into the oven and bake for an hour. You could sprinkle a little bit of caster sugar or something over the top if you wanted to at this stage. Now the cake should rise and it should split. Madeira cake usually splits down the centre as it rises. That's fine. After an hour I'll take it out and I'll let it cool down, and then I'll come back and show you the results. Okay, well I'm back with you, and our cake has baked in the oven. I actually let mine bake for an hour and 5 minutes because it was just slightly tacky when the skewer came out. And I've allowed it to cool down, and I've cut some slices. I've already eaten the corner of one because it fell off. So I'll just break off a little bit with some cherry in. It does taste very, very good. You get that. It's a lovely buttery cake with that hit of almond, and then the taste of the cherry as well. It's ideal. Now, for a traditional Madeira cake, you could leave out the cherries, leave out the milk, leave out the almond extract, and replace just with maybe 3 tablespoons of lemon juice and the zest of a lemon, and you would have a traditional Madeira cake. So that's going to be it for this recipe. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, please give me the thumbs up below the video and click to subscribe to my YouTube channel. In the top right hand corner of the screen there will be an eye that you can click on to take you to the recipe, and I will also put a link for that below the video, and I will be back with you with another recipe in the very near future. So until then, happy baking.